March 10th. Time's going by, isn't it, you guys? It's the 10th already. It's going by pretty fast, ain't it? I do these videos every day. And I'm seeing the days go by. Did you guys see hear anything about all those fires out in Kansas, Oklahoma, Texarkana? That's why I used to drive through there with that guy and he'd grab the steering wheel like this all the time, and like something evil in him every time. I could see it in him. I could see it in his eyes. And I'm like, every time, because remember now, we drove all through Texas, or through the nation a lot. And every time we went through Oklahoma and Texarkana in there, boy, he was like, like wickedness, evil. And it's a demonic spirit that's in him. And it's the things that they see. See, they know everything that's getting ready to happen, too. All the destruction, everything. All this, what people see and think is so important in the world today, is about to come to an end. It's about to come to an end. Just like I had that dream about those decals I put on my back window. I seen them fade away, okay? And then I got them in the mail, and they faded away. And I even said it on video about my dream before I got them. And I told everybody. And it happened exactly like I said. Now, I also had a dream where I seen I'm changed into a spirit and I fly away. I also seen water rushing through here. All through here. And it's going to come right through here. This place is going to be laid to waste. And all these people loving what's in this world, thinking they got something when they got nothing. That's why it says you think you're rich, but you're ragged and poor and miserable. That's what they're going to be. They're going to be ragged, poor, and miserable, and left behind. That's what they're going to be, because they weren't looking for the coming of our Lord. Okay? A lot of them were enjoying their lives. See, people here, they don't like it. Now that I've been here for a little while, they don't like it because they don't like my message. They don't like what I'm telling them. They don't like that I'm telling them this is all coming to an end. That it's all run by the devil. They hate hearing that. Everybody's busy making money, paying off their new homes, having their new homes built, getting their new cars. It's all coming to an end, man. And all these things that they got, man, this is all run by the devil. He's just giving them their lustful little hearts. Filling their little lustful hearts. That's all he's giving them. Well, he's causing more affliction. And a lot of people are helping him do it. Anyhow, I want to read something for you guys real quick. This is what that guy reminded me of when he came out there running me off. See, I had a lot of job offers too, you guys. And I've told you that before. Where I've turned them down instead of... I knew this was the end, okay? And when I turned down that first job offer, I wasn't sure at that time that this was the end, but I felt something was wrong because they were removing Jesus Christ from our schools, our government, and all that. I've seen all this happening. So when they said if I would speak less about Jesus Christ, I immediately said no. It wasn't going to happen. And then when my football, and they offered to hook me up with a lot of really good people, rich people jobs, which it probably would have happened for a short while till this came to an end. I would have made real good money till it was over. That's what I'm saying. It's nothing to print money and give you what you want. Remember how Adolf Hitler said they signed a peace contract? And he said, it's just a piece of paper. And in Egypt, when they got their land back from Israel with all their oil on it, they made a peace agreement, they said, it's just a piece of paper. What do you think's happening here? All these people thinking they're getting all this money, it's just a piece of paper. They're getting their heart's desires. That's all it is, just a piece of paper. And they see their bank accounts, the money on it, increasing and increasing. It's just a piece of paper. It's just on a computer. It's just saying you got that. But really, you got nothing. That's what Jesus says. You're wretched. You're miserable. You're poor. Because you don't have these things. This life, Jesus even said, I came here to bear testament to the truth. And then what did Pilate say? He goes, what is the truth? The truth is what everybody's doing and what they're doing it for. Even though what they think they got nothing. They're going to end up with nothing. This is all getting ready to come to an end. All right. There's a lot of people on YouTube. I've seen them on YouTube too. They put what's in the world first. And they justify it in their own head, what they're doing, okay? Well, they're drawing more people to them. Instead of getting this message out like it needs to be gotten out, some of them are tickling ears, too, more than they know. And they're telling people what they want to hear. And they're drawing people to them, too, a lot of them. And they're not hearing the truth. They're not even talking about being in the Spirit. When Jesus Christ said, we must be born again. We must be born again. Not in the flesh, but in the Spirit. Because this is getting ready to come to an end. A lot of these people, I don't even know what the heck they're doing. Alright. Let's go to it right here. True faithful. Now here it says right here. For if there come into you assembly of man with a gold ring, in goodly apparel, there come also a poor man in vile raiment. And ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place. And say to the poor, stand over there, or sit under my footstool. You see, the Lord sees all these things. You know, I've talked to people on here and said that sat there and had more respect for people because they were of wealth, because they had high stature, you know, sitting in high places, just like Donald Trump. People thinking he's going to save them because he's wealthy, you know. It's not the case, you guys. All these things are about to be over. Even these people saying they got to put their worldly jobs first. Let me tell you something. What's going to happen when all this comes to an end? You think you're working for everything, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Not only is it gone, but you're sitting here wondering what happened to everybody, where they all went. You ever stop to think about that? Huh? Where'd they go? And then all of a sudden the storm comes up and blows that house away that you were working so hard to pay and keep. You know? And deep inside, you really didn't even have a clue that the end was really here. You know? You were just kind of basing it on what other people were saying. You know, I hear people saying it's going to be in 2021, 2019, and I say it's this year. I say it's going to happen any time now. I've been real strong around the 5th month. And then I also said all the crops, everything's going to be failing this year. Everything's going to be burning up. Famine's going to be coming. You know, I've even seen like worms that look like worms in the spirit coming down onto the earth. You know, when they talk about wormwood, I think I've seen it already, where it's already coming into the earth. I've noticed how people are even changing here since I've been here. They're not very friendly. They're more, people are like, you think it's bad now, wait until after the rapture, when people are taken from here. And then people that they're not too happy or joyful right now, but as long as they got what they got, they think that they're happy, you know, this is what they're working for in their lives. Well, let me tell you something. After that rapture happens and they know that they missed it, that they put what was in the world first before they did the Lord's calling, and having seen everything that's been happening, and yet they still put what was in the world first. See, I see all kinds of signs. All kinds of signs. Like that big diamond. A big, huge diamond in red. It's on a red billboard. I don't know if you can see it from here. That tree might... It's a big red billboard. It says, "We sell bling." B-L-I-N-G. Bling. See, that diamond is facing towards the sky. To me, that tells me we're getting ready to go. Us. We're going to be shining like a diamond when we're up there, like the stars. See, we'll be shining like a true diamond. See, that's where your real wealth is at. It's not these things. All these things, none of this stuff's going to last. You know, when I look at that Hardy sign, that star, how it's turned sideways, to me, that looks like the Medal of Honor that we give. The star's hanging upside down, and then it's got the stars above it on the Medal of Honor. Well, it also looks like a goat's head. The horns, the ears, and the face. And it's upside down. That's what that is right there. And if you ever looked at the Medal of Honor, look at how it's hanging on the two things. It's like an upside down star. And the stars are all above it. And that's the devil's head that's on it. He's been running this from the beginning. It's just people can't see it. The only ones that are going to be able to see it are those that have truly been separated and called. You're going to be able to see it. You're going to go, wow, that does look like the devil's pentagram. It doesn't just look like it, it is. Just like on Hardy's, that star, that is the devil's pentagram. You know, then they put a little smiling face on it like it's sideways. People go, oh, it's a smiley face. You know, but really, it's not. You know, all these chains, man, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You know, a lot of these buildings I see everywhere, there's a lot of buildings all around here that are all empty. I'm going to say probably 25% of this town is nothing but empty buildings. Where businesses that have gone under, people don't see it. But they weren't the big chains, the big Fortune 500s. You know? It's getting ready to happen, you guys. God bless you. I hope and pray that you guys get something out of this message. We don't have very much longer here. This is getting ready to come to an end. You know, be careful what you're watching. Television, all that stuff, man. This is getting ready to happen right now. Be careful what you're watching and what you're reading. If somebody tries to give you stuff, coins, good luck objects, stuff like that, or tries to get you to read things that rhyme, don't read them. If it's not from the Word of God, stay away from it. There's a lot of satanic stuff out there right now. And they're trying desperately. And they know who to focus on. They're focusing on the ones that were chosen. They already know who's walking blindly every which way. They already know that. They know that. They can see the light in us. Okay, so they're focusing on certain people only. This is the time you better be very careful and not be taking anything lightly. I mean, I've got no reason to joke about this. I've had it all come at me. I know what they're doing. You know, they don't want anybody to escape. Nobody. So, just be ready. God bless you guys. I love each and every one of yous. And look up for our redemption draws near.